Hey everyone, it's Vagabond Moon. Hope y'all are doing very, very well. Today I'm doing an obstacle removing spell. I want to give a shout out to Dorothy Morrison, her book Everyday Magic. Her obstacle removing spell inspired me. The chant I'm going to be using comes from her book. Everything else is pretty much my own. So you're going to need a lighter or a match, a white, yellow, or gold candle. You're going to need some cinnamon. You're going to need some basil. Basil is really good at getting rid of evil and protecting. You're going to need some cayenne pepper, and cayenne pepper is going to speed this up. It's going to knock down the obstacles quickly. I'm using lemongrass oil because lemongrass is a very powerful obstacle remover, but if you don't have lemongrass oil, you can use lemon oil, you can use olive oil, coconut oil, vegetable oil, any type of oil. I'm just using lemongrass for extra effect. You're going to need some rosemary, and rosemary is an awesome obstacle removing herb, and some white salt. So this spell is best done during the waning moon because the waning moon is a time for getting rid of things, to send things away. So we're wanting to get rid of these obstacles and get them out of our lives. So this is best done during the waning moon, but if you have to do this urgently, then you can do it anytime, but it just works best during the waning moon. This spell is to be worked on for a week, so keep that in mind before you do this spell, that this is going to be a continuous spell. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our candle and dress it with the oils and herbs. So I'm going to get my lemongrass oil. Once again, you can use any other oil. I'm going to take some, just drip it along the sides of the candle. Then I'm going to take my fingers and just get it all over. And also try to avoid the wick. So I anoint my candles like this, as above, so below, as above, so below, but you can do it any way you would like to. So once you have the oils on, this is when you're going to start putting the other herbs on. So I'm going to take some cinnamon and get some all over here. Cinnamon is a remover of obstacles, so this is why we're using cinnamon. There's no particular order, but now I'm just going to go in with the basil. Take some, get it on there. Now I'm getting some cayenne, but be very, very careful with cayenne because it burns, baby, it burns. So I'm just going to take some, dab it all around. This is to speed up this process. Cayenne's very hot. It will heat it up, make it move quickly. So before I do anything else, I'm going to light the base of this candle because I want it to stick upright on this plate. I'm doing this because I'm going to be working on this for a few days. So I want it to stand upright. And I'm also doing this because we're going to take the rosemary and salt and make a little ring around the base of this candle. So I'm going to take this rosemary and just sprinkle it around the base of this candle. Rosemary is protective, and it's also a great road opener. So this is going to add more road opening effects to this candle, and it's also going to create kind of a protective barrier around this candle so it can continue to work its magic. So now I'm going to go in with some white salt and do the same thing. So I'm just going to sprinkle it around the base. Salt is a very good protector, and I love to use salt to kind of protect anything I'm working with. Sometimes I will put my tarot cards in a circle of salt, and I will sometimes put my candles, working candles, in a circle of salt. So this is another type of protective measure. This will keep any negativity and any opposing forces away from my spell. So now I'm going to light the candle. Match or lighter, doesn't matter. But once the candle is lit, you're just going to kind of sit and focus on what you're wanting to change, what obstacles you want to go away. While you're visualizing, you're going to say this: "O ancient ones of strength and might, come and aid me in this plight. Push through all that is in my way. Let them fall and crumble away. So my path is clear and free, as I will, so mote it be." Once again, I took this little chant out of Everyday Magic by Dorothy Morrison. but you're going to work on this candle for a week. So mark it on your calendar, put a reminder in your phone, whatever. But this needs to be worked for 7 days, a whole week. You're going to let this candle burn 15 to 30 minutes every day. Do not blow this out. You need to pinch out the flame or suffocate the flame. To pinch it out, just lick your fingers and pinch it. And to suffocate it, just take a suffocator to it, because you don't want to blow away your intention. You're wanting this candle to work for you for 7 days. So on the last day, you're going to let your candle burn all the way down, let it exhaust itself. Just make sure to watch your flame, especially when there are herbs involved. Make sure none of the herbs catch fire. If you need to, on the last day, you can move the herbs at the base just so the candle flame won't catch any of them on fire. But you need to let it exhaust itself on the last day to finish the spell. So if you have any wax left over or a candle stub, you can take this to a crossroads, or you can simply send it down a river or throw it out. You don't want to keep this, so you're going to send the remnants away just like you're sending the obstacle away. So I really hope you guys liked this spell. If you don't have some of the ingredients that I used, you don't have to use all of them. Spells are what you make it. Intention is more important than ingredients. So if you don't have rosemary, you don't need the rosemary. If you don't have cayenne, you don't need the cayenne. You don't have to do spells exactly how somebody else does it. You can make them your own, and it'll still be effective if your intention is there. So with that all being said, I hope you all are doing very, very well. I hope you try this spell out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!